Hey guys, Dancy2 here today with Golden Sun. Now, I've actually cleared my game data, so we're starting completely fresh. Hooray! We are apparently Isaac. Why are we always oversleeping? Alright, I need to be very careful in this game because text can go kind of fast and I want to just have it on screen as long as possible for you guys to read it. Apparently there's a boulder falling. We need to go now. I did? Whoa! Crazy powers. You couldn't just walk over there and grab that? Well, I guess we are kind of rushing. Anyway, that was a demonstration of Psi Energy. Psi Energy is kind of like our magic in this game. It is psychic powers, yada yada yada. They'll go into it later. Yeah, sure. Wise words. Let's get the hell out of here. Uh-oh. Well, at least we won't worry about our house burning down. Man, it's raining like hell out here. It's a giant boulder, no. That is a good idea. You do that. What? I can walk. Damn right I am. Yeah. She'll tell you one way or the other. That's a good thing about this game, is it gives you contextual hints. Like, it gives you options, but more or less it's all they're gonna tell you it anyway. Or, you know, different things will cause different results, but you'll get the information one way or another. Anyway, we can't go south, even though that's the way we're supposed to go, because the giant boulder has blocked our path. Garrett, what are you doing? Stop it. Yes. Yeah, you probably should. Because I'm going to need your help. Anyway, that is Garrett. He is... I will go over who he is later, because really it doesn't matter at this point. Oh no, the boulder is falling. Whatever will we do? That is a really, really big and pixely boulder. Like, it's very obvious that they just took the normal boulder sprite and just blew it up. This game does look really good, but it is still very much a pixel graphics game. But there is a certain... I don't know why. I find a certain beauty to pixel graphics. You know, a lot of people quote Final Fantasy VI is like the best pixel graphics game. I don't know. This is kind of close to that. Oh, come on, really? Is God just angry at me now? No shit. Alright, whatever. We go this way then. Rain. Hey, are you okay? Uh-oh. That's not good. No, you'll be fine. The funny thing is, if you tell him he will die, he does die. So, whether he lives or dies, it is your choice to make. Don't know why they decided that. Doesn't really impact the game, but I find it kind of amusing. Anyway, with that little revelation, we can now run into monsters. Like this. Really, the majority of the combat in this little opening section, just hold down the A button. In fact, that's kind of how you're going to be solving the majority of your combat in the normal game, but I'll go into that later. For now, we are just two dudes with machetes. Stop it. I'm sorry if I go through the battle text a little bit fast here, but I will go over its finer points later. As for right now, it doesn't really matter. Something I should probably bring up here is our weapon, the machete, used for chores, Light Blade. Light Blade I'll go over later, but the machete itself is kind of an interesting item. This is something I don't think most people go over, but... if you use a hacking device to get the machete back in your inventory, you cannot unequip it. It's hard-coded into the game that once it's equipped, you cannot unequip it. So, it's so you have a weapon during this, and they make sure you don't lose it. However, this can cause problems if you decide to go playing around with hacking, and yada yada yada. Anyway, those little zoom-in shots are critical hits. They're different from our other weapon abilities we'll get later in the game, but that's something for another time. This will not carry over into later games. Really? You made me walk all the way down these stairs, and then you block my path? Thanks, assholes. Back over the fucking bridge. Yeah, I might as well bring it up here. I've played Golden Sun 1, maybe 3, now 4 times. And this opening little segment here is probably the reason why I don't play it all that much. And I'm just completely ignoring the plight of these people. But yeah, the opening here is a little bit slow, but, you know, it sets the scene and it sets the mood, and it's really good. It's just not good for replay. And I think that's something that really should be noted. And honest to God, that's why I like Golden Sun 2 a lot more, is they throw you right into it right from the beginning. They don't mess around with any kind of tutorial crap. Which, that being said, this little opening prologue thing here is still pretty good comparatively to other entries in the series. Oh my god, coming off of Dark Dawn, this is like a breath of fresh air. Anyway, this is Jenna, her brother Felix is the one in the river, and we have to help him save him. A little bit of interesting tidbit is Felix has a unused sprite in the game, unused facial sprite. As you can see, whenever people talk, their heads pop up. He has an unused sprite for when he is young like this. Obviously, there's going to be a time skip. I've been kind of implying that. Yes, I saw what happened. So it was implied that he was originally supposed to have like some lines or something at this point, but he never does. So I don't know if that's worth anything, but I'll try and bring up little stuff like that whenever I can. Because I do know a little bit more than too much about these games. Anyway, we have to go find help because apparently we are young and inept. Our psi energy is worthless, as you can tell by us not having any. And yeah, Garrett is looking not so good. That's fine. I don't really care at this point, because I believe these characters are different than the ones I don't think our health will transfer over. I don't think it really matters anyway, because yeah, those of you who know why, it's quite obvious. Sounds like there's a dragon roaring. Can I go to the shop? Hello, I'd like to buy things. Oh, no, you're not here. I don't even know if I have any money. Do I have money? Where the hell where's my money at? I don't remember. I might as well go over this now. A will bring up this little menu here. This is kind of like a inventory menu. Access your magic, your items, another thing later, and your status. If you hit select, will also bring this up. If you hit start, you get to the pause menu, which you can sleep. One of the few games with sleep function. I don't know why. After like the first generation of GBA games, they just stopped putting sleep in. I might as well keep my settings the same. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah. Hold on. Auto sleep off. Yeah, everything stays the same. I might change my window color later. I don't know. And we can save, of course. Just bring that up now so I don't have to later. You'll have to go and help them. Could we shove it out of the way or maybe divert the path? I'm kind of going to squeeze all this prologue into one episode, and then I'm going to have to go find a timer in this house, because timer on my computer, when I had to fix it, Combo Fix massacred a bunch of my stuff. My timer was one of them. Yeah, I use Combo Fix unsupervised, so sue me. I don't really care at this point. It's one of those things where, you know, I had to do what I had to do. It was going on like half a year that my computer was just fried, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm breaking out the big guns. And by big guns, I mean the antivirus equivalent of the Rhino 2 from Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. Yeah, fucking shit, didn't know what hit it. You're going to come with us, good sir. Come on, Jenna. I like Jenna. She is a good character. Unfortunately, she does not get much screen time in this game. That's why I have not been talking about her too much. I don't know. I'll talk about the characters a little bit later. Mainly because I'm going to need something to pad the second little opening bit. There's basically like two halves to the opening. There's this half, and then there's, once everything happens. After this, there's a little bit of a tutorial section, but it's not too bad. Nowhere near as bad as Dark Dawn. Dark Dawn is like, hey, first entire quarter tutorial. But I'll get into that later. The fact that I can physically break Dark Dawn into chunks. Like, I've done it with other games in the series. Like, I can roughly do it with this game. I'm not too familiar with this, but I can sort of break it into quarters. Golden Sun 2, I can break into quarters as well, but that's because I've played that, like, upwards of 10 times. And yeah, if you can't tell, I really like Golden Sun 2. And that's actually kind of more arbitrary, the breaking up into 4 quarters for Golden Sun 2, because honestly, the quarters aren't very even. Whereas in Dark Dawn, it's, hey, here's a very obvious, very blatant split point, and I'm just completely ignoring the giant fucking boulder raining down on us. That boulder hates you and everything you stand for. Holy crap. Look what happened to the dock. Oh, and Felix is gone. And everyone is gone. Jenna? Come on, we have to go. Mom? Oh, right, my dad kind of died. Shit. Okay. Dude, you need to get up. Did you break your leg? Don't worry, I will go get help. I don't know why the boulder's kind of already fallen. Don't know what we're gonna do. Isaac? Not Isaac. Garrett, just stay there. Hello, who is this? We are going to be your bad guys for the game. And, oddly enough, pretty effective bad guys for being so blatant in their, just appearance. They look like clowns, and they are far, far from it. Anyway, as for right now, they're here to provide plot and exposition. Damn it, Garrett, you blew my cover. Yes, I was. I'm like 14 years old. I can talk to whoever the fuck I want to. They can, but I sure as shit won't. Now, here's where I get to bring up the topic of one of my friends, Harvey. Harvey moved away a while back, and if you're watching this for some odd reason, please call me, Harvey. I have the same phone number as before. You can call me. We need to talk. Yeah, he was cool, but the fact of the matter was he was a blatant and complete and total liar. And we loved him for it. The funny thing is, he told me to make sure I win this fight, otherwise... Yeah, otherwise, the fights later in the game would be much harder. Problem is, you can't win this fight. These two are literally as powerful as they will be at the final battle in the game. Like, their stats are exactly the same as in the final battle. Or, at the end of the game, at least. And, yeah. I ended up resetting about 10 times where he's like, oh, right, you can't win. And, yeah. It was entertaining, at least. But yeah, don't even try. You will get your ass owned in about 2 seconds, and it is all over. Jump away.